The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship BCG, its ongoing mission to explore strange new cars, to seek out new tech and new innovations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Yeah, sorry about that. Before we beam up and seek out 7 bits of space tech in cars, first of all, you all must make sure that you're subscribing to the only car channel that's set to stun, youtube.com/brown car guy. Make sure your tractor beams have a hold of hashtag brown car guy on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and to keep a targeting lock on browncarguy.com. If you want to recrystallize my dilithium, set coordinates to patreon.com/shazadshake and be sure to pledge some lovely latinum there. Make it so. Right then, let's get ready to leave space dock. Engage forward thrusters. As you probably guessed, I love sci-fi and space exploration, but as a kid I thought there would be holiday resorts on Mars by now, and I figured one day I'd get to road test the moon buggy on the moon. In the 1960s, the computers needed to get man to the moon were the size of a car and cost several $million. Today, your smartphone has masses more power than those things. So you can appreciate why I'm so disappointed by the state of space exploration currently. Nonetheless, we humans have sent a lot of stuff out there and we've learned a lot. Some of that knowledge has made it into our personalized road shuttles. Cars. Select Car Leasing recently put out a press release about NASA technology in our cars, and they came up with bits of tech that has either already made it into our cars or soon will. Let's go through some of them.
Well, make it so, number one.
Artificial intelligence. There's a lot of talk of autonomous vehicles these days. Personally, I'm not convinced. I've tried some of the semi-autonomous systems and I just don't think they're smart enough to cope with the real world. In fact, I don't think we'll have fully autonomous cars till we have smart, self-learning AI. Artificial intelligence. Well, as it happens, NASA developed AI specifically for a vehicle to navigate Mars' rough terrain. You see, it takes about 25 minutes to communicate between Earth and Mars, so a remote control rover wouldn't work. Instead, it's equipped with a computer brain that can identify, locate and track objects to help it drive around them. To enable this, Boston-based company Neurala uses a neural network software. Wait, where have I heard that before?
Life forms, you tiny little life forms, you precious little life forms, where are you?
I tell you what, if we're gonna put positronic brains in cars, then I want them to talk too. In fact, if we have to have autonomous cars, can they please be like Kit from Knight Rider?
What the hell was that?
Do you wish further information on Silicon Valley?
Hell no, I want to know who you are and how you're listening in.
There's no reason for increased volume. I am scanning your interrogatives quite satisfactorily. I am the voice of Knight Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, a kit if you prefer.
Doppler, Lidar. So your car may be able to think, learn and talk, but how will it see? Especially if it doesn't have one of those red light things going back and forth in the front like Kit did. Ever heard of Lidar? It's like radar, but instead of using radio detection and ranging, which is what radar stands for, it uses light, hence Lidar. It can detect objects, their shape and how far they are, but Doppler Lidar can even figure out where, how and how fast something is moving. It was designed to land spacecraft on the moon or Mars with perfect precision. For motorists, it means cars are able to navigate through traffic or past other cars without hitting anything else that's moving. And that's generally a good thing. Tires that don't burst. Remember in the Bond movie Tomorrow Never Dies when Pierce Brosnan's 007 is being chased through Brent Cross Shopping Centre car park, yeah, that's actually where it was filmed, driving his BMW 7 Series via his phone from the back seat, which actually doesn't seem so far-fetched anymore, does it? At one point, his tyres are punctured, but that doesn't stop him. He simply hits a button and they reinflate. Well, he wouldn't even have needed that if he'd had the super elastic tyre developed by NASA, again, for its Mars rover. Basically, the tyre uses shape memory alloys capable of flexing and returning to their original shape no matter what they've driven over. With something like this radial stiffener inside the rubber, your tyre wouldn't even need air in it. It would be lighter and it couldn't be punctured. Tyre pressure monitor. But while we do still have conventional tyres on our cars, something that most modern cars seem to now have as standard are tyre pressure monitors. Well, you can thank the Space Shuttle for that. They needed some way to ensure that the landing gear would be okay once they came back to Earth. So a sensor was created to sit inside the tyre and relay the pressure back to computers. This was adapted for cars, so no more messing around with those tyre pressure gauges. Nano flakes that prepare the engine from the inside. Yeah, well, the tyre pressure thing is great and everything, but it's a little boring, you're thinking, when it comes to space tech, right? Well, how about nanoflakes that repair engine damage from the inside? Is that cool enough for you? Okay, we're not quite talking nanobots, so no microscopic robots deployed inside the engine like tiny mechanics. However, nanoflakes can be poured into an engine. They have a sticky side and a smooth side. The sticky side attaches to the damaged interior surface to form a diamond-like carbon that patches things up. Ironically, although again it was created for the space shuttle, this nanoflake technology has not yet been used in space, but you can get it for your car. Comfy car seats. Do you have a 2013 Nissan Altima? If so, do you recall thinking, whoa, these seats are really comfortable? Well, if by any chance you did, you've again got NASA to thank for it. The zero-gravity seats, as Nissan calls them, fitted to the car, have 14 pressure points designed to support the driver's spine, and the shape of the seat is meant to provide support from the hips right up to the shoulders. It was based on NASA studying the postures of astronauts on Skylab. Apparently, in zero gravity, our bodies assume positions that reduce stress on our joints and hence fatigue, and that's the research that went into that seat design. Satellite navigation. And finally, of course, there's satellite navigation, which by its very name confirms that we would still be flipping through pages of A to Z and wrestling with massive fold-out roadmaps to find our way around, if not for navigation systems in our cars that are aided by satellites in space. Plus, the GPS, the Global Positioning System, may have originated with air forces, but it was helped by research from NASA. You see, the raw GPS data can be way off, as much as 30 feet or so, but NASA came up with software that corrects this to give us more precise locations, so we don't end up in someone's back garden rather than parking on their front drive. So that was 7 pieces of space tech in our cars. I hope you enjoyed that. Mention other space tech that I've left out in the comment section and tell me what's your favorite innovation in cars. Once you've done that, make sure you're subscribing to this channel. That's youtube.com/browncarguy. Do the same at browncarguy.com and follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Just search for my hashtag. It's on my hat. It's #browncarguy. If you enjoy my content, as mentioned earlier, head over to Quark's Bar and put down some Latinum. You can sponsor me from as little as 2 strips a month and join this amazing lineup of Starfleet officers already on board the Starship BCG. We have Henson Reza Adel. You'll find him in 10 Forward, where rumor has it he may be purveying some contraband cigars. Check it out on Instagram, alazarde.cigars. Then the ship's consultant, Ensign Mohamed Qasim, his department is on wehms.com deck. Plus, Ensign Siraj Abbasi in Ships Engineering, he's a master of paneling. Head over to the virtuosodesign.london department. There's Lieutenant Isaac Beauchard, he's responsible for shuttles, and to procure one, head over to bespokeautos.com. Commanders Mohamed Ali Humaid and Tom Conway-Gordon ensure this ship keeps boldly going. And last but not least, Ship's Counselor, Commander Partha Srinivasan, whose guidance is invaluable, and you can book a consultation with him at parthans.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Meanwhile, live long and prosper.